Hi my crafty peeps, welcome back. I am back with another project share, and this time it is a video about a journal that I have made. But before I get started, I want to go ahead and thank all my wonderful new subscribers, and I want to remind you, if you would like to be notified each time I upload a video, just hit that bell notification. And the best way for you to help this channel grow and for us to build a community here is for you to hit that like button. So anyways, let's go ahead and get right into the project. I have been making several journals. I have showed you one already. This is the second one, and so I'm going to go ahead and get right into the journal. As you can see here, I have it wrapped with seam binding. So you're just going to take the seam binding and unwrap it right here like that. And I do have a little eyelet right there on the back, and then I just tied the seam binding and wrapped it around. I am holding it this way because I believe it will be easier for you to see. As you can see right here, I have a journal topper, and I did a video about that, an updated front cover of a journal that I am sending off to a fellow YouTuber. Excuse me. But you can see here I have a journal topper. Again, I learned about these from Paper Terrace, and I will leave a link to her video, or I will put her name in the description box below so you can go on over and check her out. So anyways, this is Tim Holtz, this is Tim Holtz, and I made a pocket out of coffee dyed paper, and I did tuck in this tag right here. And I sewed a little piece of trim, and I did add the eyelet, or excuse me, the garment pin with the butterfly charm. And then the back is just coffee dyed paper, and that tucks into a pocket. I don't know if you'll be able to see it right there. It just tucks in just like that. So anyways, I did stitching around the front, and the paper is from Hobby Lobby. I did also add the book corners so that it helps keep the pages protected. I did do a pamphlet stitch. I did add the gold washi tape because I had wanted to do it like a traveler's notebook, and I punched holes, and then I realized that they weren't quite right because they were in the spine, but I did turn it into a traveler's notebook. And as you can see, the gold corners in the front, and then on the inside I put pages right here because I did put a piece down the spine area to make it a little bit more sturdy. And on the back here I did add another piece of lace, and this was what the whole cover looked like, and I decided I was going to add the paper and the lace. So let's go ahead and jump right in. This is what the first page looks like. This big flower here is from Paper Studio. I did sew it down at the bottom and had to trim it a little bit for it to fit. And these cards are from an old paper pack. This is what the back looks like. I do not remember which one. And then this I had in my stash. I believe this came from one of the vintage paper packages that I ordered on Amazon with the flowers. So those just tuck right in there in the front pocket. And there is lots of coffee dyed paper in this journal as well. Excuse all the excess noise in the background. I'm very sorry about that. Here is where I sewed the flower on, and I just covered it with gold washi. We have a book page, and then we have a graph page, coffee dyed paper, white cardstock, another book page, and then pink paper, which I did mention in another video, is done by taking avocado skins and dyeing them, and the water will turn pink. We have handwriting paper or vintage paper. And here we have one of my favorite new things. This is a fabric pocket. It's got a tag here in the front and a tag And then this tag in the back looks like that. This tag in the center stays tucked in. As I realize that my little mushrooms just came off, I will have to glue those back on. This tag is sewn into the pocket, and that's what gives you the front pocket and the back pocket from your tags. So I will go ahead and put this back together and fix the mushrooms once the video is over. So there is that, and I've got a couple of others I will show you when we're done with this project. Another book page, and here is the seam binding, and then I sewed all the pages together with my sewing machine, but not to the journal. And here is another one of my favorite pockets, and I also learned this from the Paper Terrace. I added this from my stash, and I added these little tags. This one has butterflies. This one is a manila tag with another, I believe, a Tim Holtz butterfly and stamp. Then this was something that was in my stash. And then there's this bird tag, and it tucks back in there. And then we have this bird tag, and I did add a little piece down there at the bottom. So I will go ahead and put those back. And here you can see the whole entire book page in the back, and then we have more the back side, and here we have a pink guest check that I did stamp on, and I added some embellishments down here. And at the back of the book page, and here we have another coffee dyed page with another clear like washi sticker, I believe that is. And this is a tag that was sent to me by someone that I know, or a friend, I think. And this is a hidden journaling, and I believe the Paper Terrace shows how to do this. You pull it all the way out, and there's an index card, and it does tuck in, and I'll have to put that back after the video. So you can take this out and have hidden journaling. I did stitch a little tab and added a little bit of embellishment right here. And we have another really pretty book page, and this fun paper, and this is the back of the journal. And here you can see I added an extra little circle that I punched a hole out of when I added the eyelet, and I did that for reinforcement. And then I just take this and wrap it up, and I'm sorry if I'm moving all over the place on you, I apologize about that. And then you just tuck it in. So anyways, that is the project share that I have for you today. I'll come back and show the other pocket tags when I have a few more made. So I'm going to just move all of these pieces that go back in here. I'm going to move them out of the way, and I am going to let you look at this pocket tag here with these tags. I do want to say again, thank you so much for watching, and I'm hoping to have a Facebook page set up soon so that if you're interested in any of the journals, that they will be available for sale on that Facebook page. But as soon as I have that, I will let you know. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget again to hit that like and bell notification. Thank you all so much for watching. I will talk to you later. Bye.